and beyond which no man can go.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Hey Rudy Google, aka Soccer God, Studio One Live Productions. I got some Asian soccer, Asia AFC Champions League 1 and 2, Guangzhou at Shanghai Shenhua. And then we got Yokohama Marinos at Pohang. I think this just started.
Wanders on from death to death.
Well, they've been playing for a minute.
Dwells within us,
They've
a
been
flame
playing.
the size of a thumb. When it is known as the Lord
Shanghai Shenhua 2-1-1.
ceases all fear.
Guangzhou been balling though, 11 goals to 6. Yokohama been balling.
Without smoke, the size of a thumb, is the soul.
Gotta like Yokohama
Lord
Marinos
of the
in
past
this one.
and the future. The same both today and tomorrow. This in truth is that.
And they playing against Japan. Okay, they
As
lost to
water raining on a
Guangzhou.
mountain ridge runs
Guangzhou
down the
ain't
rocks
playing.
on all sides. So the
They
man
just
who
lost
only
to
sees
Vissel
variety
Kobe.
of things runs after them on all sides. But as pure water
I'm scared of that
raining on
saying,
pure
but I do
water
like
becomes
Yokohama
oneness,
Marinos.
so becomes O Nachiketas, the soul of the sage who knows.
And they home.
Part 5.
And they the high scoring team. Let's go.
The pure eternal spirit dwells in the castle of 11 gates of the body.
Now that's saying Hashem.
By
Wow,
ruling
okay.
this castle,
They
man is
Dalton,
free from
John,
sorrows,
Joe Hart,
and free
DT.
from all bondage attains liberation.
They lost to
In
Guangzhou
space he is the sun,
and
and he is the wind and
Tanshan.
the sky. At the altar he is the priest,
It's a hard one
and
to
the
say.
soma wine in the jar. He
I ain't
dwells
gonna lie,
in
I
men
was surprised
and in gods,
Guangzhou came in there like
in
that, like they
righteousness
doing.
and in the vast heavens. He is in the earth and the waters and in the rocks of the mountains. He is truth and power. The powers of life adore that God who is in the heart, and he rules the breath of life, breathing in and breathing out. When the ties that
They
bind the
started out
spirit
in
to the
this
body are
shit
unloosed
balling,
and the
but
spirit
they
is
don't
set
look
free,
good to me.
what remains then? This in truth is that. A mortal lives not through the breath that flows
Man, I'd be
in
shocked
and that
if
flows
they
out.
beat them again.
The source of his life is another,
This thing I
and this
seen
causes
why,
the
man.
breath to flow. I will now speak to you of the mystery of the eternal Brahman, and of what happens
This
to
thing
the
I
soul
seen
after
why,
death.
man.
The soul may go to the womb of a mother, and thus obtain a new body.
I'm trying to now. I'm gonna that's
It
snappy
even
as
may
hell.
go into trees or plants, according to its previous wisdom and work.
They keep throwing
There is a
out the
spirit who is
damn.
awake in our sleep and creates the wonder of dreams. He is Brahman, the spirit of light, who in truth is called the immortal. All the worlds rest on that
Did
spirit.
you catch a
and
trip
beyond
too?
him
I
no
gotta
one
call
can
you.
go. This in truth is that.
This nigga had quads.
As fire,
I knew
though
that
one,
shit came.
takes new
Shit.
forms in all things that burn.
That's why I ain't go over the top of
Spirit,
him.
though one, takes new forms in all things
I wish
that
I could
live.
have folded
He
that,
is within
but
all,
couldn't
and
fold
is
it.
also outside.
He spared me with that
As
little
the wind,
bet
though
there.
one, takes new forms in whatever it enters. The spirit
I almost knew it was a setup, because the last hand, same scenario, but he didn't have the boat.
and is also
Motherfucker had
outside.
quads. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
As the sun that beholds the world is untouched by earthly impurities,
I got a feeling
so the
Shanghai
spirit that is
Guangzhou
in all
gonna score some
things
goals.
is untouched by external sufferings.
That's the first game I'm gonna go under over.
There is one ruler, the spirit that is in all things, who transforms his own form into many. Only the wise who see him in their souls
And I
attain
like
the joy
Yokohama
eternal.
Marinos, the outright beat
He
Pohang.
is the eternal
Now we
among
got
things
this-
that pass away,
The second league
pure
here, boy.
consciousness of conscious beings,
Namden
the one
at
who
Lee
fulfills the
Man
prayers of
Warriors.
Only the wise who see him in their souls attain the peace eternal. this is that.
And
Thus they realize the
man, what y'all
ineffable joy
saying?
supreme. How can
Tractor done.
this be known? Does he
And
give
they're
light,
home
or
at
does he
Al
reflect
Rockwell.
light?
They lost
There the
3-0.
sun
They
shines
won
not,
1-0
nor the moon,
against
nor the
sorry
stars.
Robson. Man, I still like
Lightnings shine not
Tractor.
there, and much less
Tractor.
earthly
They
fire.
ain't trying to lose. They ain't
From
trying
his
to
light,
give up
all
nothing.
these give light,
Tractor.
and his radiance illumines all creation.
What else we like? Al Tawun. You know I like them.
The tree of
But
eternity
they
has
playing
its roots in
Al
heaven above,
Khalida.
and its branches reach down to
Khalidaya.
earth. It is
Oh,
Brahman,
King
pure
Nine.
spirit.
Damn, they gonna
Who in
set me up
truth is
again.
called
You
the
got
Elder.
diamonds on me? You waiting
All
on
the
a diamond?
worlds rest on that spirit, and beyond him no one can
I'm at
go.
departure.
This in truth is that.
See if you wait on a
The whole
diamond.
universe
You
comes
call,
from
you
him,
waiting on a
and
diamond.
his life burns through the whole
Give him the
universe.
9 of diamond. Oh, he got it.
In
He
his
ain't waiting
power
on
is
no
the
diamond.
majesty of thunder. Those who know him have found immortality. From fear
Al
of him, fire
Tawun.
burns, and from fear of him, the sun shines.
We lost
From
to
fear
Al
of him, the
Tawun.
clouds and the winds and death itself move
They
on
lost
their
to
way.
Al Tawun at their house
If
3-2.
one sees him in this life
And I know
before the
Al
body passes
Tawun, this
away,
gonna
one
win the
is free
game
from
for him, man.
bondage.
Give me
But
Al
not.
Tawun.
One is born and dies again in new worlds and new creations.
Give me Al
Brahman is
Tawun,
seen
man.
in a pure soul as in a mirror
Boy from the
clear,
Winners League, man. I
and
ain't
also in
playing
the
with him.
Creator's heaven as clear as
Yeah, I can
light.
see them both drawing. Like, hey,
But in the
both
land
of
of
us can go
shades,
on
there's
ahead and
remembrance of
clinch.
dreams,
Just let us draw.
and in the world of spirits,
Yup,
there's
if they
reflections in
need,
trembling
yup, they
waters.
can't clinch.
When the wise man knows that the material
So
senses
one of
come
them
not from the
lose and they
spirit,
win, they can
and
go
that their
and
waking
jump over
and
there.
sleeping belong to their own nature, then he
They
grieves no
clinch.
more.
Al Wedat and Al
Beyond the
Sarajah.
senses is the mind, and beyond
Is they
mind
playing?
is reason, its
They'll
essence.
draw for real. So
Beyond
they don't play
reason
they
is the
5
spirit
game,
in
they
man,
done.
and beyond
Okay, we
this
got
is the
Al
spirit of the
Hussein
universe, the evolver
at
of all.
Shabab Al Ali Dubai.
And beyond is pollution, all-pervading, beyond definitions.
They lost to Nasaf
When a
Kwarshi.
mortal knows him, he attains liberation and reaches immortality.
They beat Al
His
Hussein
form is not in the
3-1.
field of vision.
Ooh.
No one sees him with mortal eyes.
Ooh.
He is seen by a pure heart and by a
That's a
mind and
close
thoughts that
one.
are pure.
Close
Those
one.
who know him
I
attain
like
life
Nasaf
immortal.
Kwarshi. Oh, they ain't
When the
very
five
good.
senses of the mind are still, and the
Nasaf
itself rests in
Kwarshi.
silence,
Al Kuwait.
then begins the path supreme.
They both
This
sorry.
calm
They probably
steadiness
draw.
of the senses is called yoga,
They'll probably
Then
draw.
one should
I ain't
become
fucking
watchful.
with it.
because yoga comes
What about
and goes.
Tampines and Bangkok?
Words and thoughts cannot reach him,
Tampines.
as he cannot be seen by the eye. How can he then be perceived except by him who says he is?
Namden. Oh, they finna
In the
beat
faith
Lee
of
Man
he
Warrior
is,
with
his
ass.
existence must be perceived.
And they
and
gotta
he must
cleanse.
be
Give me
perceived in his
Namden.
When he is perceived as he is, then shines forth the revelation of his essence. When all
Yeah.
desires that cling to the heart are surrendered, then a
Tampines
mortal
and
becomes
Bangkok. I
immortal.
don't trust that one,
And
boy.
even in this world, he is one
They done
with Brahman.
cleanse.
When all ties
Do
that
they wanna
bind the
be
heart
first?
are unloosened, then a
And they on
mortal
the road.
becomes immortal. This
They
is the
they can
sacred
draw
teaching.
and still tie.
101 subtle
So
ways come
that
from
Bangkok
the heart.
could be a draw game.
One of them rises to the crown of the head.
Matter of fact, that
This
is one of
the
my
way
high
that
draw
leads to
ticks.
immortality.
I might try me
The
a
others
draw
lead to different
parlay.
ends. Always dwelling
Tampines
within all
a
beings
draw.
is the
I
Atman,
think the
the
Nassau
Purusha,
Kwarshi gonna
the
draw.
self. A little flame in the heart. Let one with steadiness withdraw him from the
Alton
body,
Azira
even
and
as an
Al
inner
Kuwa
stem is
Al
withdrawn from
Jawiya.
its sheath. Know this pure
Where
immortal
these
light.
boys at?
Know in truth this pure
Right
immortal
here.
light. And Nachiketas learned the
Shit,
supreme
they
wisdom
still
taught
got
by
a
the
way
God
to
of
get in there,
afterlife.
boy. I like Al
And he learned
Kuwa
the whole teaching
Al
of
Jawiya.
of yoga. Then he reached Brahman, the
They
spirit
beat
supreme
Alton.
and
Oh, they
became
already beat them.
immortal
They
and
out
pure.
2-1.
So in
They
truth
beat
will anyone who
Alton
knows his
2-1. So they
Atman,
showing me they got a little
his higher
something out of
self.
them. Cause I beat them 2-1. So we were. Oh no. They gotta be 4-1.
Prasna Upanishad.
They lost
First question.
them twice. But they beat
Sukesa
Tarun.
Bharadvaja,
I know they're gonna
Saimya
beat
Satyakama,
Alton Azir.
Sauyayani Gagya,
I gotta
Kasalya
go with Al
Asvanayana,
Kuya, Al
Bhagava
Jawiba.
Vaidami, and Kabandi Katyayana were students filled with devotion for
I
Brahman,
like them.
the Supreme Spirit. Their minds
Why wouldn't I
rested
like
on
them?
Brahman, and they were in search of the highest Brahman. Once they said,
Look
the
at some
Holy
head to
Pippalada
head.
can explain all the
Head
sacred
to head
teachings,
action.
and thus thinking they approached him,
Nam
bringing as a
Dinh,
sign of reverence fuel for the
Vietnam
sacred
over Hong
fire.
Kong. I know
The
these
sage
leads.
said to them, remain another year in steadiness, purity, and
Last time they
faith.
played
Ask
Nam
then anything you
Dinh.
desire, and
Let's
if
go.
I will, I will tell you all.
I'm giving Nam Dinh 2, and they
When the
gonna
time came,
and they
Kabandi
gonna try to
Katyayana approached the sage
cover.
and said, Master, whence came all created beings?
Tampines at Bangkok.
The sage replied,
Bangkok, be
in the
there,
beginning,
boy.
the Creator longed for the joy of creation.
Bangkok might be theirs anyway, boy. They
And
like
then
it is
came
better.
Rayi, matter, and Prana, life.
Alton Azir.
These two, thought he, will produce beings for me.
Oh, they
The
done
sun
played
is
top
life,
twice.
and the moon is matter.
Al Kuya, Al Jawiba. Always
Solid,
busting
subtle,
them.
is
Y'all know I
matter.
like them.
Therefore, form is matter.
North,
Rising
south,
morning
quarter
sun
sheet.
enters the eastern skies, then he bathes
That
in
what
his
it
light
is.
all life that is in
Al
the east,
Kuwait.
and then the south and the
Everywhere
west
gonna
and the
draw.
north, and all the sky are illumined by that light that gives life to all that lives.
Draw.
Thus
See?
rises the
They
sun
draw
as fire,
dogs.
as life in its infinite variety. It was said in a verse of the Rig Veda, the sun is rising in golden radiance, the sun of 1,000 rays, in 100 regions
They
abiding,
all ain't gonna draw.
the God omniscient,
Al
the
Hussein.
aim of all prayers, the light and fire supreme, the infinite life of all beings.
Shabab Al Ali
The Lord of
Dubai.
creation is in truth
Oh, it's
the
back
time of the
on.
year.
Oh,
This
y'all
has two
go.
paths, the way of the south and the way of the north. Those who worship thinking,
Yeah, that's the
we
one
have
I
done
ain't even bought
sacrifices
with.
and
That one
pious
kind of
works,
crucial. They beat them last
attain
too.
only the regions of the moon, and
They were
return
at home.
to life
Al
and
Hussein
death.
should win at their house. Should.
That is why those sages who desire
I like their
children and
over.
the
How
life
about
of the
that?
family follow the path of the south. This is the path that leads to the ancestors.
And
But those who
Shabab
in search
over.
of the inner spirit
I
follow
like
the
their over.
spiritual path of the north with steadiness, purity, faith, and wisdom, attain the regions of the sun.
I thought I hit.
And there is
Thought
the
I hit
ocean
it,
of life,
goddammit.
the refuge supreme, the land of immortality where there is no fear. From there they do not return again. It is the end of the journey. There is a verse of the Rig Veda that says, some speak of a father who sends rain from the heaven of the north, resting on the seasons and showing
shit's so
himself in
choppy.
12 ways.
That's what I
Others
like.
speak of a sage in the heaven of the south, with a chariot of 7 wheels and 6 spokes.
Ain't getting nothing.
The day and night are the Lord of creation. Day is life
Ace,
and night is
king,
matter. Those who join in
2,
love by day
5,
waste
anything.
life,
Keep me in it.
but they
King.
follow
We'll
the
take
good
that.
path, those who join in love by
We'll
night.
take it.
The dark fortnight is indeed matter,
We'll
and the
take
bright
it.
fortnight is life. Some
Don't
sages
tell me y'all
perform their
got King
rituals
Jack
in the
gonna
bright
whoop my ass
fortnight,
again.
but some in the time of darkness. Food is in truth the Lord of creation. From food seed is produced, and from this
You got
beings are
7
born.
threes. Man, get the fuck
Those
out
who
of
obey
here.
the law of the Lord of creation, they in turn become creators, and like him
It's
produce a
over.
pair.
They smoke. I ain't getting
They
in that
attain
shit
the
no
pale
more.
regions of the moon. But those in whom there is no deceit, untruth, or bad faith, who live instead in his purity and truth, theirs are the radiant regions of the
That
sun.
smoke got my head sweating, boy.
Then
That's some
Bhargava
pressure.
Bhadavi asked, Master, what are the powers that keep the union of a being? How many
Tractor.
keep burning the lamps of
Al
life?
Wakra.
And which amongst them is
You know, I
supreme?
like tractor.
The sage replied, The
Tractor.
powers are space, air, fire, water, and earth.
Tractor, man.
And
And
voice,
Al
mind,
Taboon.
the eye,
Now
and
this
the
one's
ear.
a tough one.
These powers light the lamps
Al
of life and
Khalidia
say,
is a
we
good
keep the
team.
union of this being.
I like they over
and we
better
are
than
its
I like the
foundation.
game, cause
But life, the power supreme, said
I
to
think
them,
they both
do not fall into delusion.
clinch
It
for
is
a
I,
draw.
in my
Or even
fivefold
a loss
division,
might not
keep the
hurt
union
neither
of
one of
this
these
being,
teams. Let me check
and I am
again.
its foundation. But they believed him not.
Let me check
Life was
one more
offended
time.
and rose aloft to leave the body. And all the powers of life had to rise, and, life
Yeah.
coming again to rest,
A draw by
all the
both of
powers
these.
had to rest. As when a queen bee
As a matter of
arises,
fact,
all the bees
that's
with
one of
her
the draws.
arise.
Al
And when she
Taboon.
comes to rest again, then all again
I
come
can see
to rest.
2-2-2-1 draw.
Even so it happened to the powers of the voice, the mind, the eye, and the ear.
Yeah, and they're both
The powers then
gonna get a
understood and
point.
sang
They
in
go
joy
ahead
the
and
song
move
of
on.
life.
I can see that all day
Life
long.
is the fire that burns, and is the
That's
sun
it for the
that gives
Asia
light.
League. We
Life
out.
is the wind and the rain,
Told
and
them
the
to chop
thunder
these
in the
up
sky.
lead by lead.
Life is matter and is
We got
earth.
some England
What
coming
is
up. We got
and
some
what is
other
not,
shit coming up
and
too.
what beyond is in
There you
eternity.
go.
On life, all things are resting as spokes in the center of a wheel. On life are resting the Vedas.